So what you were seeing before with this knife stuff. To just explain about how we work with the person, because it might not look like it. It might look like, you know, this person's here and I'm just cutting them up. But what we're really doing is, after we're cutting him loose of his strength, we're utilizing the motion that he will create to keep his arm, because this is an arm lock. We'll utilize that motion so that I don't kill him. We kill him. If that makes sense. So that's what you were seeing before. Are there any questions about anything? Maybe about the history, philosophy?
You have a dojo locally?
Mm-hmm. We have one in Bethlehem, one in Hellertown, and one in Northampton.
Okay. We're in Northampton.
We're in Northampton? We've had one for 11 years. No one knows it's there. But it's
I live in Northampton.
Behind Jay's Subs.
Oh, okay.
For Jay's is. You know,
wait, are you downstairs? Well, there used to be a shoe repair place.
Right, we're right next door.
Oh, okay.
We're right next door to where the shoe repair place.
What's the youngest students that you take?
I've taken them as young as 4. I don't teach them this. I teach them good, very good self-defense, how to get out of attacks, how to avoid situations, learning how to read people, body language, understanding a person's thoughts by the expressions on their face to see if they're lying, to see. I think that's important. So I teach them.
Do you use the typical belt system or not?
We do. I was trained in the Mankyo system, which is a series of scrolls, but it's really difficult for people, especially Americans, to understand that system. And it starts out like Okueri, Hiden Mokuroku. It's just really complicated, and it takes about 7+ years to attain the first scroll. So you really feel like you're getting nowhere. So I instituted the belt system. So
do you have a female?
I do. I have quite a few female students. The oldest being, she's 54, 56, and she's that 56-year-old can do anything, almost anything you sell.
So somebody has a bad rotator cuff, forget this.
You would think so, but not really. I mean,
Really?
I have people who have serious knee injuries. One side of the part that we don't talk about is that there's a side called Seiho, which is healing methods. So someone, like Nick had a bad back. How bad is it?
3 slip disc, 1 herniated side, left side.
So that's serious. Sciatic on the left side, 3 slip disc, herniated disc. And what did you experience from using?
I can walk upright again and do what you're seeing.
So what we're doing is we're not just taking. What my sensei did was he taught me a series of healing techniques and he said it'll make you a better killer. That's the way that he got me to learn it, because I wasn't interested in healing. I was 16 years old and I just wanted. I want to take multiple people apart. How do you do that? I always felt that the person that was attracted. Actually, it's the reason why I joined Freemasons. I don't know if you remember this, Don, when Don was interviewing me. He said, "So why do you want to be a Freemason?" I said, "I need to be attracted to power. I see power in brotherhood." And I said, too often, nice guys aren't attracted to power. They're just not. And I said, that's a serious difficulty, because who is attracted to power? If someone walked up to me on the street and said, "What would you do with power?" "Oh, I'm not really interested in power. I'm interested in love and friendship and caring. I really don't care about power." And that's the scary thing. So at a young age, I saw the people who were interested in power, and that scared me. And I thought, I'm a nice guy. I need to dedicate my life to becoming very powerful. And the reason why I felt that way was so that I could care for my family and care for my loved ones. Because all the people that I thought were the greatest people in the world could care less about power. And that scared me. So my sensei knew how to motivate me. He said, "I'm going to teach you some healing techniques." And I was like, "I want to learn how to heal people." And he says, No, it'll make you a better killer." And I went, "Oh, okay, I gotta learn this stuff." I'm going to get good at this. And what he taught me was how to fix people's spines and how to align people's spines. And it's like an ancient form of chiropractics, but I don't really like what chiropractors do. It's just not my thing. No offense if you're a chiropractor. But
He's not here.
it's just, I mean, it's neat, it's interesting, but it's not my cup of tea. Ours is very pragmatic and extremely efficient and non-invasive. Invasive. Actually, sometimes it's extremely invasive, but most of the time it's not. So a person that has like serious back injury, I mean, you know, he really did come to me as a student, like, you know. Any other thoughts, comments, anything?
Do they get to throw you around like that?
They do. They do. Yeah. Actually, some of the training is utilizing the throw to throw. So if you know what you're doing, you can't stop a throw. I've been trained for a couple of years, but if a person's good at throwing, I can't stop them. What I can do is take all the momentum and everything that they're giving me when they're throwing me and turn it back into them and throw them with that force.
David.
Hey, you were confident that trainer? No. Ed, nobody wants to answer that. Why don't you two guys? Nobody wants to So what Jacob and Jeremy are doing, this is considered very advanced. It's called Kaishi. Yeah, agency. Oh, cool. Well, we do, the agency is ancient. So if you got to see that, that was the use of all of that force. So he took all that force, turned it back into him, and threw him with his own throw. So that's why they get to throw me. Here's the version. That would be prevention of the throw. The throw's about to happen, and he's going to lock me. Lock his Any other thoughts? Or?
I'm curious. If you, I understand you get your ranking, if you will, at the scroll. If it had been with the belts, how high would that equate to?
The 10th degree black belt, which is as far as you can go in the martial arts. Yeah, but I'm too young to see the modern ranking system. You have to have, you know, you either have to be bald or have all white hair to be the 10th degree black belt. But in the ancient system, it was when you acquired all of the skills and the knowledge. So it didn't really matter what age you were or how long it took. So if it took me 20 years. But if it took me, I don't see how anyone could do it in less. But you know, I was working. I was really trying to do it. But if you did it in less, you would have it in less. Usually you're an older person.